Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. We're on episode 7. We finished Dragon Roost Island. We've got to head somewhere new. No coincidence there. The telescope was set to X. I ran off to jump as somehow I hit X. Why would I do that? What could possibly cause such a thing? Right, compass. Now the red needle that points north, so blue means we're going south, which is the correct direction. I could look at the map. That's what I'll do. Yeah. So we're heading to a rock which is not yet visible. Now I could stop at every island on the way. I'm not going to. Oh, I missed that. I wasn't paying attention. I'm not going to. There we go. Because it will give me perfect carte blanche to talk entirely about God that. Oh wait, have I got any? Shit. Did I buy any bait? I'm pretty sure I did. I brought 3 bait. That's not really enough. Well, I'll buy bait for this place. Oh, buy bait? No. Oh, it doesn't matter. Nailed it. There's a real art to catching those fish on the move like that, I assume. That fish got tits. Do I have to censor that? Blur that out. Alright, give me the goods. I always like the idea of this, that he dives at the map. Paintbrush. Is that what you call it? In hand. Just goes for it. That's occurred to me. I do not know what you would call that thing. It's for writing characters with calligraphy. Calligraphy brush? That could be it. There's a rare gap in my knowledge of every part of the world ever. That's terrifying. So obviously I've been playing Breath of the Wild non-fucking stop. I don't even want to know how many hours I've put into it. Let's just say it's been all I've played almost all day every day since it came out. I want to say 2 weeks ago now, but I'm not really certain because it's pretty much all I've been doing is playing it. It's actually very much like the Wind Waker. If I was saying, if you want to compare it to any Zelda, that's probably the one it's closest to. Wind Waker, maybe a mix between that and A Link Between Worlds. Probably throw them two together. They'd be the ones I'd say. You got. Because in this, it's you've actually got most of the ocean opens up fairly quickly. It's not straight away. You got to do a bit of dicking around first. You can't do shit in any order, granted, but most of the ocean's open, so that's kind of it. Drain this. So what do you get? Oh, look, there's Beedle. I did just look at the map. There are 3 squares between here and where I've got to go, so if I just use all my bait, I know I can buy bait at the place I'm going to. It's Forest Haven. I don't know why I'm being so coy about it. You know it, I know it. I'm pretty sure they've said it somewhere. You can practically see it by now. Eastern Triangle Island. I think that's one of the islands that you put a pearl on and it does something. He might be telling me useful information. I'm not really listening to him. I think he said something about a submarine. So that's it. Yeah, you see those 2 sort of nubs just over there? That's where I'm heading. So foreboding sea. So there's one more island on the way. Is it an eye reef island? I can't really remember. I remember the first time you do this journey, it being way more epic. Like, along the way you get attacked by shit and you expect to die, and it feels like it takes forever. But, you know, that's because I was an idiot and a child, and I couldn't really fathom such things. Times have changed. My current plan is to just keep going and not really dick around with any islands until I've got the Swift Sail and, to be honest, most other shit. Like it'll be a a race through, like, you know, dungeons and the sort of the major mini quests. Then once I've got like fire and ice arrows, maybe even the hook shot, possibly even the mirror shield, then and only then will I start to actually like say, okay, all right, let's explore every island, and then I'll do it possibly in a sensible fashion, like go from north to south. Okay, that plan doesn't work for me. God is telling me not to do it. I was going to say north to south, west to east. So start top left, go across, and so on. But now that I think about it, the actual sensible route would be to start at the bottom right corner of the map and work your way across from bottom right to bottom left. Like that. Then go up and back across. A bit like Snakes and Ladders. Or as the Yanks call it, chutes and ladders, which actually makes way more sense. You go up on the ladder, you go down the chute, which we don't call a chute, we call it a slide. Because that's hilarious. Yeah, we call it Snakes and Ladders. You go up on the ladders, and you go down on the snakes. Which, as I say that aloud, it's a fairly niche genre. Oh look, we've made it. Yes. Do you not see what rises up from the horizon? It's a bit more than the horizon. It's right there. This is where you must go, Beta. The Forest Haven. We're actually there. It took us there. Did the work for us. It's a tree. Yep. It may appear as though this is but a great tree. Yeah, it's a tree. Something about the Deku tree. You must speak with the Deku tree to get Pharaoh's Pearl. Pharaoh's Pearl. No idea how it's pronounced. Don't care to know, to be honest. Not my problem. Can't I just scale this? Can I just grip to the wall and scale it? Also, it's night time. When did it become night? I don't know. Look, a Deku Baba plant. I think that's what they're called. They're quite easy to kill. You beat them until they erect, and then you slash them across the shaft. I have tremendous instincts to take pictures of everything, including that stick. There's no point in doing that, obviously, but I want to. Give me the seeds. Ugh. Now what the having a lot of seeds get you in this? I'm trying to think. Oh, he tricked me, the bastard. Although he didn't do any damage. For technical reasons, to see if I have full hearts, I have to do that. It's unavoidable. It's the best I can do with my current setup, but it's not. I could easily fix it. All right. See, we've learned how to deal with them now, so it's now going to elevate the problem. Yeah. Oh, Nocturok. I love the fact that they're so easy to deal with. That's not right. That's the sword. Nearly a panic move there. Little panic telescope. Oh, that ain't good, is it? Fortunately, you can swim quite fast, so I'm actually thinking if I let that gauge run down, quite what would happen. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think I want to say, would it be good or bad? I don't know. Might have a little bonus at the end of this episode or at some point and go in that hatch over there. That's the Nintendo gallery, I think it's called, where when you take pictures, you take the pictures there and it'll make a little figurine of like the person or enemy or whatever. And I'm pretty sure, because this is New Game Plus, I should have all the figurines from my last playthrough. But I've no real idea how into it I was on my last playthrough. Probably not very, to be honest, because it's kind of a ball ache to do it. You know, taking the pictures isn't so bad now because it tells you when they're a good picture. But you can only have 12, and it takes ages to get them developed. I think you can only can you do multiple figurines at once or not now? I can't remember. So yes, we're in the Forest Haven. That's the Deku Tree there. He's rather silent. He's covered in shit. Like more so than normal for an elderly type. Quite the face on him though. More of a face than we're used to for our trees. No tash. No mustache. Unusual. It actually shows that he's got very little top lip, which is often the case with people with good mustaches. Very little in the top lip range. Right, let's just knock these down. Now these can actually be quite hard to kill, because there's quite a few of them. Key is, you want to just, don't panic. I panicked. I'm continuing to panic. I like the horrifying like crack eyes the green ones have as well. I think this is my first green Choo Choo, so that's, yeah, first green Choo Choo jelly. Chew jelly. I'm so sorry, it's a terrible error. Right, we'll rob this one. Oh, he disappeared. Oh, he's dead. Oh no, he respawned up there. Mate, you got a little something. I always used to think that rolling into shit to sort of rumble it ability was kind of a hidden thing. Like you'd kind of just discover it on your own at first by accident, and then you'd be like, "Oh, maybe I can do shit with this." He didn't want to die, did he? He wasn't really being aggressive. He was just trying his best to survive. That garb you wear, could you be the legendary hero? Has the king at long last found the hero of time? No, I'm the hero of the winds. What's the matter? Do you not understand the ancient Hylian tongue? See, now I do. So, you're not the hero of time. Intriguing. I like that. He assumed he was the Link from Ocarina. I must apologise. I was in error. He talks weird, doesn't he? I saw your clothing and suddenly I felt a longing for an age gone by. That longing caused the ancient tongue to pass my lips. I speak in English now. I'm the guardian spirit of this forest, Haven, the Deku Tree. Owe you my thanks for your aid in ridding me of those foul creatures. Tell me, was it not the king of red lions, the boat who speaks, the mountain that writes, who led you to this place? So it's true. Then you have come here because you have need of the pearl of the goddess. No jokes. Nothing. She's a goddess. Don't make any crude jokes about a pearl necklace. I knew there was a reason the monsters had begun to congregate. Yep, Ganon's back. We must make haste. Koroks, arise, my children. Expand his infantry with your seeds. They can fly. What do you call yourself? Beta? Well then, Beta. These are the Koroks, the spirit of the forest. Once upon a time, long ago, the Koroks took on human forms. But when they came to live on the sea, they took these shapes. Of bark, mainly. Now they fear people, but to me, they will ever be my cherished little children. As it happens, you've come just in time for a ceremony that the Koroks hold once every year. It's about to begin. I shall grant the pearl to you once their ceremony is complete. Basically, they've got to do a dance, and they'll give you the shit. But then Makar, who I don't think is this kid, is missing. He fell into the Forsaken Woods, the Forbidden Woods, even. He flew above, and as he drew too close to it, he fell. Even though he could fly out, probably. Inexplicably, the Forbidden Woods are right next to the Forest Haven. I'd quite like it if they were miles away, to be honest. They've got Makar, who's annoying. Your presence here is no mistake, I deem. Yep. I've got to go and save him. Yep. He's going to give me an item now, which is quite good actually. It's kind of interesting in this game how you get the items. How you get a telescope first, then you can get the camera, then the grappling hook, a bottle, now this leaf, None of them are combat items. Like, you can't really fight with any of them. You can use them in combat, but you can't. If you didn't have your sword, you couldn't really win with them. If you have, like, you kind of can with the boomerang, and then when you get like heavier stuff like the hammer and the bow and arrow, you really can. Right, here we go. Gotta do a little sort of light platforming to get up there. The key is you just got to line yourself up with the stem, and the game does most of the work for you. If you feel you don't have time to line up, just go. Don't move. Go straight up. It'll be fine. Right, where do I go from here? Ah, you're quite good at that, Miss Knight. Yeah. Yeah, he just told me what I just said. Ah, there it is. I knew there was something to it. Right, just gonna readjust. You can do that on the fly now. In the GameCube original, you had to fully stop swinging before you could readjust. It was a real pain in the arse. That, coupled with the fact that when you were aiming the grappling hook, you couldn't like move in first person, meant that you really had to nail it spot on. And here's the Deku Leaf. Yeah, it's okay, you know, it's not great. We've got magic power now as well, so that's another thing to keep an eye on. Let's just equip that. Don't even have to pause it anymore. Just do it straight like that. That is a nice feature. Only really works if you're sat playing with the gamepad in front of you on the desk. If it's sort of at your lap, you still have to kind of look down a bit too much. Nice, good amount of magic normally in here. It's the other thing. Now that we have magic, enemies will start giving us magic as well. Alright, and you can do this. It's oddly satisfying. It doesn't do much, but it is oddly satisfying. Ah, the Forbidden Woods. There's unicorns in them woods, they say. Yeah. Alright, mate, you're going to give me advice to get there, I know. Oh yeah, time-wise, 20 minutes. Right, so I'm thinking... Yeah, we'll go for it. We'll get in there. I'm going to have to split the dungeon in half again, aren't I? Like I did with the last one. But that's fine. That's fine. So I need to land on that there cyclone. It will lift me up, and then I'll be able to make it to the central platform. Then I have to do much the same thing again. It's crucial that I land on the central platform first, because otherwise I won't have enough magic power to make it the whole way. Does that look good? Yeah, that looks good. Gliding. What an odd mechanic. Now, it would have been a really good idea if I had changed the direction of the wind before I started. Now, I didn't do that, but fortunately I've forgotten quite how forgiving gliding is in this. It really lets you sort of get away with it. Right, so let's change the direction of the wind. Obviously, I've got it committed to memory how to do that. That's just something I can do. You know, faces, forget them immediately. Names, no chance. Numbers, never. Arbitrary songs, you betcha, all day long. Right, I've got full magic. I haven't got full health. Now I've got full health. I've got full money though, which is a little bit impressive, I'm not gonna lie. If I was smarter, I'd have stopped at the old beetle shop, but I never claimed to be smarter. Here we go, here we go. Nail it, nail it. Good enough. Can you do anything against these? You can do that. Apparently it's actually quite effective. Yay, we made it. In we go. In my head, there was a lot longer between getting to Forest Haven and getting into Forbidden Woods. Maybe it's because I could have spoken to literally anyone on the way and I chose not to. Kind of guy I am. Alright, some green choo-choos. These easily dealt with. Just kill them, basically, until they're dead. There's no need to worry about them at all. Right, I'm going to try and parry this, because it makes me feel like a big man. particularly like with the parry, just how vicious like he goes for the attack. There's no messing around. He properly wants them to die. Like, it's always a big stab to the face, which is good. Good lining up for later on, isn't it? I don't really know how this like puzzle in this room is supposed to work. I know there's that weird eye on the door. I know how to solve it. Don't get me wrong. I don't know what it's meant to be. It will close when you get there. You can cut the vines, but they will grow back. I don't know what happens if you can cut the vines quick enough so that they can't grow back. Because I suspect you could, because it's not super quick. But maybe it's done so that if you try and do that, they just get quicker and quicker. Now you have to throw this slowly deteriorating acorn at it. I suspect the reason it deteriorates is so you can, so if you get it stuck somewhere, you can retrieve it. I thought that would just aim it at him for me. How funny how wrong you can be. So that's the difference between this and Breath of the Wild. If an enemy's coming at you in this, you can just hold your ground and parry it if you're careful. Or fucking just annihilate you in Breath of the Wild. They want you dead. Don't panic. Easy now. Got them all. I mean, yeah, I took some damage, but I look cool doing it. Well, I couldn't get that green choo-choo jelly because I got stuck on this. There's nothing here. There's just an invisible lump. How annoying. This game looks fantastic. It's just unbelievably good looking. It's so colourful and yet so atmospheric. And music, it's just all great, isn't it? I got a dungeon map as well. That's super useful. Yep. We haven't actually seen any of these big vines yet. They're quite common in this game. They're a thing that will appear. Yep, timed that very, very badly. So some of these are just bulbs you can jump in. Some of them are like the enemy plants. I think, yeah, that will stun them. Not quite as well as like, you know, actually stunning them, but good enough. Shit's hidden under leaf piles. I don't need money, so I shouldn't really go looking under them, but some of them can have useful shit. I should rob these. I can't remember exactly what you use those for. I know there's a Korok. Is that what they're called in this? I think it is. That's what I'm calling them anyway. There's a Korok who will take 20 or 50 or some arbitrary large number of them and do something. In my head, he doesn't do anything useful. He merely creates a potion of some sort. That's kind of what everyone does. They make you a potion of some sort. Yeah, it's actually handy that I fell down here because I forgot all these enemies would appear and they would likely attack me while I'm busy trying to honk a chestnut at that spiked nut. Is that a nut or a seed? I guess it's more of a seed. It's got roots coming out of it. Little French joke there for you. Not a good one, as is the tradition. How are we doing for time? I got the wrong way. I can make this. Gotta be careful using that leaf for that sort of thing. So I haven't got a lot of magic. Pretty sure I can make that. Live dangerously, you know. Yeah, you do have to use the leaf to get across all these. Another little thing they added there when you use the Deku leaf now in this game, gives you a little heads up where you'd land, which is really useful. But for whatever reason, they don't have it in Breath of the Wild. They have it when you're picking stuff up with magnesis, but they don't have it when you're gliding. I'll also point out here that though I will obviously be talking about Breath of the Wild a lot, I ain't gonna be giving any real spoilers or anything. And, you know, to be honest, you can't really give spoilers in that game except maybe directly about the story. But it's Zelda. It's not anything you haven't seen before if you think about it. So don't worry too much. There's just lots of cool shit you can do. Okay, here we go. That's got to be good enough. Yeah. Note to self: plants don't like bombs. It's a good puzzle, this one. This little contraption here. It spins. Sorry, it moves on this winch system. It's powered by the wind, right? Took me forever in one playthrough. Bear in mind, not my first playthrough to try and get it to move when you're on it, because you can send the wind at that and it will kind of move, but not the way you want. And I was there for ages thinking, how the fuck do you get this thing going? It just never occurred to me. You actually do it the way you want to go, and it moves, and it's completely obvious. I just couldn't like fathom that idea for some reason, which is completely lost on me. Despite the fact that I'd played the game through before, I'd done the puzzle before. It's not even a puzzle. It's something you're supposed to work out almost instantly. But I don't know. I had like a seizure or something. I lost the ability to do that. Those plants are evil. I'm pretty sure one of them you will kill and it will become like a launch pad one. Don't know which one. Probably that one there, if I had to guess. I don't need those coins. Like, not even I don't need the money, I don't need those coins. I literally can't hold them, I don't need them. And yet I still want them. Do they? I'm trying to think. Do they have those? I can't think what they're called. Those shield-eating monsters. I want to say they're called like a hop or a hop light or hop something. There's a hop in there. I'm sure of it. I'm trying to think if they're in this game, like fake money. If they'll do it, I think so. Only because I've got memories of you target the money with like the boomerang or the hook shot, and if it's a fake one, you can't pick it up. If it's real, you can. What am I doing up here exactly? I feel like I'm pretty sure I should have picked those up. Well, I mean, I need them up here, but there is one over here. It's fine. Christ, I could see that in the distance, but I thought it was a chest. Already started to break down. Can't exist outside a drop. Infinitely confusing. The button for throw and the button for drop between this and Breath of the Wild have been swapped. Just to fuck with you. I can make it. I actually could make it. Nailed it. Alright, bye chestnut. It's the Deku Tree's bollocks. Pretty sure, yeah. I could remember something was there. Couldn't remember what. You know what? Now this is a full-on spoiler for Breath of the Wild, right? I haven't completed the game, but I've done pretty well everything. There's no spiders in it. That's all my fellow arachnophobes out there. You'll be glad of that. If you're 30 minutes deep into episode 8 of this playthrough, thinking, I wonder if he's going to tell us about the spiders. There aren't any. Yeah, so that was the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. Next time, that plant. Figure that out. Yeah. Bye.